best part of almost any dish is the sauce. Sauces are so good. They make up so much flavor and they add so much complexity to almost any dish. But you know what the best kind of sauces are? The fat-based sauces. Everyone loves fat-based sauces, whether you're a meat lover, a vegetarian, or even a vegan. Fatty-based sauces are the best, and that's why I'm launching this mini-series about fat-based sauces. We're going to be going over hollandaise, mayos, and vinaigrettes. I'm going to show you some techniques and some different flavorings and some really easy ways to make it right at home. So make sure you stay tuned for all 3 episodes, and I hope you enjoy this mini-series on fat-based sauces. Welcome back to our mini-series on fat-based sauces. For those of you who are joining for the first time, I am Chef Ottusch. Thank you for being here. And today we are talking about mayonnaise. I think most of us can agree that whether you are a vegan or a meat eater, mayonnaise is fantastic and it tastes great on just about anything. In the battle of mayonnaise, there really is 2 main contenders, which is traditional mayonnaise and then Miracle Whip, but there's also a third contender, Kewpie mayo, which is Japanese style mayo and is my personal favorite. So mayonnaise pretty much just boils down to the emulsification of egg yolks and oil. And what really differentiates all the different kinds of mayos out there is really just the seasoning until you get down to the vegan-based mayos, which obviously there's no eggs in, and I'm going to be showing you a great recipe for a very easy vegan mayo today. I'm going to be showing you how to make mayo by hand and how to make mayo a lot easier with a stick blender. Alright, well let's make some mayo then. This is going to be our classic preparation of our very basic mayonnaise. We're going to be using 1 egg yolk, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and distilled white vinegar. We're just going to mix that up together until it's fully incorporated. And don't make a mess like I just did. You're going to whisk it until you feel it thicken up just a little bit. You can also use a little bit of Dijon mustard. It helps with the emulsification process, but I'm keeping it as simple as possible. This is at a good point, so we're going to start slowly adding our oil. This is a half cup of canola oil. You can use any oil you want. You can use a flavored oil like olive oil or avocado oil. That's the thing that's most crucial, is that you don't want to start by adding too much at a time. As it starts to come together a little bit more, you can be a little more liberal with your oil. See, it's already sticking to the sides and not coming down to the center as much, which is good. And there at the end, you just want to add a little salt. You always want to season your mayo at the end. Nice and incorporated, and you have some delicious tasting homemade mayo. Now I'm going to show you how to make Kewpie mayo, which is Japanese mayo, but using a more modern technique that is super easy to do. All you need is a container like this that's very narrow. You don't want it to be too wide or it's not going to work. A stick blender like this, just happen to be that they're both Cuisinart. But all the other preparations are the same. It's still egg yolks, it's still seasonings, it's still canola oil, and then salt for added flavor. The difference is that the seasonings is rice wine vinegar instead of white, and it is dashi instead of lemon juice. And dashi is just a Japanese soup base. So for this very easy method, you're just going to add everything in your container, the yolk, your seasoning, and all of your oil into the container. And that is it. That is mayo. It's pretty good. Alright, lastly we have our vegan mayo, which over the years has gotten a lot better than it used to. So vegans can enjoy the delicious fattiness that is mayonnaise. Now when you're making vegan mayo, obviously you can't use eggs, so I am using the liquid from chickpeas. I boiled it down about half so that just concentrates the proteins a little bit more. And as you can see, I left a couple of chickpeas in there for added protein, so it emulsifies even better. The oil is still a half a cup of oil. This is avocado oil. And then I'm using lemon juice and white distilled vinegar, like our traditional mayo. The same thing goes, we're using the Cuisinart container, nice and narrow, and we're just going to throw everything in there. And we're going to mix it up the same way as the other one. So our vegan mayo is a little looser than we want it, so we're going to remedy that by adding in some more avocado oil until we get the texture we want. If your mayo seems like it's a little too thin, all you gotta do is just emulsify a little bit more oil into it, just until you get it to the proper consistency that you really like. In the beginning, our vegan mayo was a little light, which is fine if you want to use it for some kind of salad dressing or something like that, like a coleslaw. It would have been perfect. But for a spreadable mayo, you would want it a little thicker. So all we did was emulsify more oil until we reached our awesome thick mayonnaise consistency. Bloop. Mayonnaise. Thanks for joining me again for our second look into fat-based sauces with mayonnaise. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope it inspired you to want to make some of your own mayonnaises at home. Look into using different oils for your mayos whenever you try them out. Each oil is going to add its own distinct flavor to your mayonnaise. And as you recall, for our mayos, I just use avocado oil and canola oil. Both had completely different flavors, but were all very delicious. Making mayonnaise at home is super fun and it's super easy and it's very delicious. I would highly recommend it. Please join me next week for the conclusion of our mini-series on fat-based sauces where we go over vinaigrettes. As always, I really want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you prefer mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, or Kewpie? Let me know. Comments down below. Do it. If you're getting some good value out of these videos, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share these videos with anyone you know. It really helps me and helps my channel grow. But above all else, thank you for watching.